Hi, this is Julie Thompson reporting from the Yahoo Refresh Lounge here at Cannes 2012. I'm here with Marita Scarti, CEO of Organic, and Shane Ginsberg, SVP of Corporate Development at Organic.
Hi.
We understand you aren't big on titles anyway, and you have such an interesting position at the agency. How do you two work together?
Exceptionally well, right?
You know, good cop, bad cop.
yes, I think that's it. Yeah.
We do a lot of meetings and then go off and then we come back and meet again. No kidding.
and my job is to try and figure out what we can dream a lot, and then her job is to figure out how that turns into actuality. So it's a nice balance there.
Excellent.
Yes.
And Shane, we know you're one of the original digital pioneers, having founded Plastic and then being acquired by Razorfish. In your 6 years here at Cannes, how have you seen digital change the landscape here?
Well, I think now it's just become part of the fabric of Cannes. It's no longer the children's table. I mean, digital is at the adults' table. It's now starting to determine what's on the menu. And so there's no longer the argument of, well, that's a cyber thing or not, because digital is like Elvis everywhere.
Right. Now, speaking of what's on the menu, we hear that Organic is up for some possibly Grand Prix winning work. What's the piece of work you have the most hope for?
The meth project is our biggest piece of work that we've entered this year. So worked very closely with Darren Aronofsky, the famed director. Have a lot of work within all the different channels out there. So it's marketing across everything that touches teens, basically. So very socially driven. And we're hopeful that we'll get some awards from it.
And Organic is known really as such a great digital agency, but that campaign, for example, was everything, wasn't it? It was outdoor television, print. How is that? How do you be so good at all of it? And what's going on with sort of 360 marketing, et cetera?
Well, I think the premise is that you go where the consumers are, and a lot of that these days is digitally led, which is, I guess, great for us. But we're moving away from thinking about campaigns as 360 things and moving towards a world where everything is 365 days a year. So it's how it is that we can engage consumers in that, all the time in an always-on manner. And it helps that we started in digital to do that.
Yeah. So content, the way in which you look at content, develop content, and then how it's distributed out. So I think that's really the essence. If you look at the meth project, it was all about the content and which channels we were going to use for distribution. So it all very much comes together holistically. And I know a lot of people talk about that, but to Shane's point, when you have the consumers and understand where they're going to be and understand what's going to drive the most efficient and effective marketing, that's really where you're just continuously looking at content and distribution.
I love how we're talking about efficient and effective marketing in Cannes. I think that's a big difference
over rosé
this year. Yes, absolutely.
Cheers.
I'm sure we can create a metric around how much rosé we'll drink this week.
Yes,
we should next year.
Rosé-o-meter? Yeah.
We'll do the rosé-o-meter, yes.
But it's fun to see how the Festival of Creativity has been a little invaded by the realities of this new turbulence, and we're seeing for the first time things like big data being mentioned. And it's interesting, it's a bit of a revenge of the nerds, but I think it's an interesting way or interesting take on what Cannes can be, which is not just creativity for its own sake, but rather aligned back to the real world.
Ad tech is showing up here at Cannes.
Very much so.
And more coming. So interesting. Well, thank you both so much for being here.
We're thrilled to be here. Thanks.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Good.